Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the bishops and the elders, great millstone that rule well to the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kaya from GMS Indianapolis, the branch of Indiana. The original Gary campus, GMS It Will Not Tarry too. And I just want to do something on a series of these shorts about Miss Shirley and Big Shirley and Lil Shirley. I didn't know about this until recently, so I checked it out and figured I'd do a lesson on it. Lord willing, it's edifying. So let me play this clip here.
Where do she?
And as this is supposed to be a 3-year-old girl, right? It says she's not in kindergarten yet, so she's between 3 and 4. And I guess she's like really popular. You know, I just heard of it today. And I guess she's really popular. She was doing some sort of TV show with Niecy Nash. Now, Niecy Nash is a Mo, all right? And Esau Edom suppresses the studies that shows the link and the correlation between Moism and pedoism. You see? And it's not exclusive to me. All right, women are pedos too. Okay, matter of fact, just as much. But people don't say nothing. All right, women are pedos too. Okay, so let me play this one here.
People picking her up. Where do she only get booked at adult events? Y'all literally got a video going around talking about she only get booked at adult events. But
yeah, and it's purported that you can it says Big Shirley, Bog Shirley. It says takes Lil Shirley to a meet and greet. I guess you could pay to meet and greet this little girl, right? So who would want to do that? A 3 or 4-year-old little girl, right? We got a grown man picking her up. Now, I don't know if that's like an uncle or... Yeah, but I was just talking to someone. They said, yeah, she's I guess she kind of semi-famous over there. But she been, like I said, she been on the show. And then on the show, it had Niecy Nash on there. I seen that. And, doing these meet and greets, this man just picked her up, if he a relative or not. But this is supposed to be the mother, right? A 3 to 4-year-old girl, all right?
Fans at? Where your fan at? Where your fan at?
So, y'all, I'm going to teach y'all how to do boots on the ground.
And a lot of women, we're gonna speak about the black community right now. They be having mental issues too. Attention, be wanting attention. Because you see the tattoos in that particular area, right? The chest area. You see the tattoos. She looked like she can. She looks overweight. But a lot of these, women be having little issues where they be wanting attention and they might not be able to get it. And they see that their daughters can get it and they'll live vicariously through their daughters.
I'm going to meet Tay Cheese and she doing the line dancing. So y'all need to come over here and she will show you how to do a line dancing class. So come down here.
See that? The popping of the lips and that's too much sexualization. You okay?
Get your fans and go down her where she at, but I'm going to meet her Friday or Tuesday. But Friday, that's long way to go. Wait, okay. So I'm going to meet 803 Fresh. I'm going to meet Tay Cheese and Jasmine Brown. And Jasmine Brown can do a lot of things. Like, she got that thing on pat, baby. Like, on pat.
Whose personality she's
So Jasmine
emulating?
Brown do the line dancing.
You see? Listening and singing and dancing to Glorilla as well at 3 or 4 years old. Let's look at something real quick. It says, what is it called when the mother lives through her daughter? Vicarious parents are usually the ones at the game shouting instructions. Vicarious parents feel their child's success is a reflection of themselves. Vicarious parents don't realize they are living through their child. Okay, the definition of vicarious is experience through the feelings or actions of another person. Living vicariously through my children and becoming a pushy, destructive mom as a result is a very real temptation. As parents, the glory and praise for our children's accomplishments are reflected onto us. It says, living vicariously through someone means that you are not experiencing the event yourself, right? You're not getting the attention, right? Because a lot of women want attention, and with some women, it could get to the point where it's mentally disturbing, where they'll behave like this. But that you are using someone else's experience to get a feel for what it would be like to have that experience. Because, see, that's something you always wanted. You always wanted attention, right? And some spotlight. And this type of stuff happens all the time. You see, they call it in the so-called black community grown, acting grown, being grown. See, when I was young, coming up, you couldn't be in adult spaces and conversations. They used to have a term called stay in a child's place. But a lot of these women, especially single women, their daughters become like their friends, their therapists, their sisters. Mother-daughter enmeshment occurs when the roles between mother and daughter become blurred. See, that's blurred. When you're a child, you have two ways you speak. You got a certain way you speak to your parents. You got a certain way you speak to your cousins and your friends and your brothers and sisters. You don't speak to them the same way. But when you listen to this little girl talk, her conversation is a 30-plus-year-old woman. They gonna put that thing down, baby. What? Where you get that from, though? It says, this enmeshment results in the daughter having less autonomy and independence. Narcissistic tendencies in the mother can exacerbate enmeshment, leading to a dynamic of narcissistic mother-daughter enmeshment. All right, so let's play a little bit more on that.
What's the procedure? Well, bad girl get her hair done.
Say what?
What's the procedure? Well, a bad girl get her hair done.
Turn around, let me see it. I'll let you know in a minute.
A bad girl, right? This is a 3 or 4 year old now. This is the conversation between her and her mother. This is how she's dressed.
Booyah, baby. Booyah.
Tongue out, tongue out, tongue out. So if she's acting like that, the father ain't there. She probably done ran him off, but she's mirroring her mother's personality. Tongue out.
What's the procedure? Well, a bad girl get her hair done.
I don't know. You tell me.
What's the procedure? What's the procedure?
I don't know.
Bad girl get her hair done.
And this is so-called cute. This has become cute. To the point she's on an actual show. Let me see. I ain't got that one. But the Niecy Nash show. Here go something else.
On your red dress and slip on your high heels and some of that sweet perfume. It sure smells good on you. Slide on your lipstick and let all your hair down. Put on your
That's wicked. That's wickedness, man. That's wickedness. That's disgusting, man. The so-called black woman is disgusting and must be stopped, man. All right. This is Titus 2 and 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. See, this ain't love right here, man. You living vicariously through your daughter, all right? That's likened unto obsession to an extent. That ain't love, though. All right? And the thing is, through the destructuring of the so-called black family, fathers are not there, mothers are doing it alone. Media is influencing the personality of how these people supposed to be acting. They got their tongue out. Period. Listening to Glorilla. What? And that's what you putting on your, that's the vibration you putting on your child. That's not love. All right. Let me grab some tell you what that is. This is Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. The well-favored harlot represents America. And there's a multitude of whoredoms in this place. The mistress of witchcraft, the master of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, right? Conquer these other nations and lands and give them a different way of living, which is witchcraft. Planned Parenthood, GMO foods, feminism, right? And families through her witchcrafts and different families. Families don't live and operate the way they were supposed to. This is feminism wrapped up in hypersexuality, wrapped up in narcissism. Because always wanting to be seen and always wanting to be on camera and always just wanting to be to want to be famous. That's some type of psychological issue. Just to be famous. I can see if you got some sort of type of talent and you want to be recognized for it. But you just want to be known. You just want people to know you. You just want to be famous. See? And the women helps forward the chaos. Just like the serpent went to Eve, so she can help forward the chaos through Adam and his family. Right? Grab another scripture. Sirach 7 and 23. Hast thou children? Instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth. All right, it's a separation between parent and child. All right, you got to be on them early. Hast thou daughters? Have a care of their body. You're supposed to. No, what you got on? No, take that off. You're supposed to have a care of their body. This how far removed parenting is in the so-called black community. That you can make money off this. She making money off her daughter doing this. You know, and through this is social media pimping right here. Because back in the day, before social media, all right, you had certain mothers that would indirectly pimp their daughters, all right, physically. But now through social media, you can do it through social media in this way. Because that's all it is. You doing meet and greets? People can pick this little baby up and hug her. But because your mentality is so skewed that you just see the fame part, the likes, the views. Oh, it ain't doing no harm. It's doing great harm, actually. It's doing a lot of psychological harm. All right. Hast thou daughters, have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them. Right. You got a daughter, because a daughter can bring, daughters and sons can bring shame, but daughters can bring like a great shame. Man. A harlot, you got a harlot for a daughter, that's shame. She get pregnant in your care before you give her away, that's shame, man. All right. I'm going to grab another scripture. Malachi. Is it Malachi? No. Micah. 7:10. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Right? Now, this is one of the main ways, okay, the Israelite woman, so-called Negro, Latino, Negro, all right, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, pardon me. It's one of the main ways that they became enemies to Israelite men by what they do with our children, how they raise our children, right? They raise them in the image of Esau, all right, instead of in our image. And when I say our image, I mean our direction and our path in which we want them to go. And that's supposed to be righteously within the path, the doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the Bible. But in the process of them thinking they're doing their own thing, they're doing Esau's thing. All right. It says what? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And these type of people ain't gonna make it. This a nigga. This like one of those low level niggas. No manners. Sit down at the table, eat the food without praying, without saying grace. Niggas. That's the minute you get your food, you start eating. You don't wait for everybody to get their food. You have a family deal. You wait for everybody to get their food. You sit there and pray. Then you eat. No, this is a nigga. She come from a stock of niggas. With that, Lord will, this was an edifying lesson to hopefully elect. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kakodash Shalom.